Hello everyone, and thanks for stopping by to Scrap and Craft with Terry. And today we're going to do a journal insert. Now you can either put it in your journal, or it could just be something that you put in your purse, book bag if you go to school, anything like that, your briefcase. And I think it's going to look nice when we get it done. And this was inspired by my daughter Heather, and she has a YouTube channel called Paper's Caffeine Life. So stop by and see her too. But I have my little cheat sheet off to the side because it's lots of pieces and parts. I have everything sorted out on my board up here. So we're just going to dive in and get started. So this is my cover. Now what I have done is I have already inked everything. And if I missed anything, well then I'll do it while we're doing the video, but I know nobody wants to sit and watch me ink, so we're just going to go ahead and get started. And might take me a half a second to look at some of this stuff while I'm doing it and get it all sorted out, but it'll all be good. This might be a little bit longer of a video, so I hope everyone sticks around. And I need to glue this. I forgot to glue this. Hope everyone's having a good crafting day. Been working on this for a few days to get it put together. Like I say, it just has a lot of pieces and parts to it, those small pieces. And this paper here is just regular lined notebook paper, and I just did that stamp, just a over the page stamp. I don't know what you call it. Anyway, so on the front of it, we're just going to, and I doubled this because of course it's thinner. So on the front of this, I'm going to glue these down. I'm going to glue this down all the way, and I'm going to leave this as like a tuck pocket. I'll just put this down here. And then let me see, how much of this do I want to glue? I think I'm just going to glue like from here around a little bit. So I used my Fabri-Tac for that. That'll be easier. Had a lot of fun getting this already. Hope everyone likes it. Just kind of stagger it into the center of this paper. And then when I get the little tags made, I'll see if I need to glue anything else on that. I just have some coffee dyed paper for tags. Just put some journaling tags in that. And I'm just going to glue these down all the way. Put my thing back on my glue. Gussy up the front, and then the back of them is just plain for journaling. See how that goes. Now the back is plain. Let me see how this goes in here, how it sits. Okay, I think I might want to add just a little bit more glue around here, just to make it like more of a little pocket. I maybe should have left this open a little bit more back there, but I think that'll be all right. So now we'll do the next one. Hope everyone enjoys the video today. I would just ask if you do, just give me a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed to my channel, I would ask that you subscribe to my channel. The more the merrier. And if you could stick around until the end of the video, that'll help me out a lot. Let YouTube know that I'm making videos that people want to watch. Trying to get my channel to grow. On the back of this is plain, just for some more room. So we have a couple journaling tags in there. And then here I just have a little more of that notebook paper with a word that says joy. And crafting is a joy. I stick that across there. And then on the front of this, we just have through the little insert, there's going to be things where you can make notes in that. So I just thought I would put that one on there. So if you have to remember to buy something, you just jot it down. My glue stick is not cooperating with me, and I'm just going to put that at an angle. I think it makes it look nice. And we'll just stick our journaling cards in there, and I think them fit good. Okay, now we'll go to the next page. The next page is a little bit more in depth. Has more little pieces and parts. Did coffee dyed paper to go on here. So before I get any of my other little pieces out, I think I just want to go ahead and glue this down. And I'm just going to use my Fabri-Tac. I think it'll be too hard trying to do glue stick. I like glue stick to a certain point. Other than that, I think liquid glue does a better job, or is easier. You could say it's easier. Put that stuff down. Now, this part here, all this is an envelope. Just a regular envelope. And I just folded it into sections. And we're going to glue this down onto the paper. You have to give me a second while I take a peek over here at what I'm looking at. Make sure I put it the right way. Going to go on here like this, and we're going to have a tie on it, some more of that notebook paper, some more pieces and parts. I think before I put these on, I'll work on some of the other parts of it. So I'm just going to open this up, and I'm going to glue this flap down. I just thought this was such a cute idea when I seen it. I'm like, oh, I have to make one of them. Now here, I inked this also, but the sticky stuff from the envelope is still on there, but it's not going to hurt anything. So I don't really have to worry about doing anything to that. Now I'm going to stick this on here, and the writing is upside down, and yeah, that's okay. We don't care. It still works the same. I'll just use glue stick on this. Just leave a little border of the envelope around. And then on this page here, or this part of it here, I'm just going to just glue these down for decoration. Some more of that notebook paper, and just some little tags, some fancy little tags. They're just going to be glued down. I thought that would be cute. I just put my own spin on it, kind of followed what my daughter did. And then I added some extra stuff to it. But that's the fun of it. Just take an idea and make it your own. So many things you can do with stuff. Now that looks good. I have glue all over my fingers. In a minute I'm going to have to get a baby wipe and take some of it off. I'm sticking to everything. I don't want to tear my paper. Hope I'm still in view. Okay, and there's that part. And I think that looks cute. Now we're going to go to the next part. We're going to go in here, and I'm going to use my glue, and I'm just going to run some across this line just to glue this part of it shut so my stuff doesn't fall down in there. Hope I'm not out of view. Kind of hard to see what I'm doing. I just run a little extra down in there just to hold it down. That works well. And then I'm going to take this on this side. First I was just going to use this as decoration, but I'm going to just glue the 3 sides and make like a little pocket tuck. It has to be short because there's not a whole lot of room in there. No, I think I glued it upside down. That's okay. Anyway, there's not a lot of room there, so it has to be short, and I want to make sure that my little tags can go in there. And I already glued these together. It's just music paper. And I coffee dyed some lined paper that I had. Oh, and I didn't glue this shut. Oh, I forgot. I was going to do all of these. Forgot all about it. So I'm just going to use some Fabri-Tac. Just glue it on there. Fast and easy because it's so thin. So anyways, some little journaling tags. You know what? I put it on upside down. I don't think there's enough room. There's not enough room that way. Let me see now. What is it I was supposed to do? I was supposed to leave this open but put it up there. Let me just get my little glue eraser and take this off of here and I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Might know that it would have to happen, you know, on film. Really like these glue erasers. They work so well. Try not to have to use them too many times, but now I'll make sure I put my envelope on the right way. I had the glue on the right way. I just put the envelope on upside down. But it was an easy fix. All right, there we go. I like doing this with the notebook paper too because it just I think gives it a really cool look. You hold them corners down for a minute, make sure they stay, and then these little things, they can go in this way, but they'll stick up too far. That's why I figured that I could just lay them down in there. Just give a couple extra little tiny journaling cards, just to jot down a little note, make a little doodle. Anything. All right, now on this side we're using these for pockets, so I'm going to cover the pockets with these. Now, if I wouldn't have glued the bottom part of the envelope shut, the bottom part of this, my little my little journaling cards would fall through. I got a little froggy in my throat. Hope everyone can hear me okay. Sometimes my voice is up normal where it's supposed to be, seems like, and other times it gets kind of low. I don't know why, because it's like I'm just talking to myself. Told my daughter, I said, well, it's like I really am, but I think I'll just finish it out with the Fabri-Tac. My fingers don't get quite as glued up. Okay, there's one, and it's just plain on the back. I'm not going to round the corners or anything. I'm just going to leave them square like they are. I could round them, but we'll just leave them. And these are just little, little ticket things. I got these, I think, from Temu. So They work well putting them on the paper. And then the back of that one is just plain. Then on here, I'm just going to dress this up a little bit, just with this. And we're going to have a little closure on the envelope. Now this part here is going to be glued down. So we have this, and then we have that, and then just the flap. And then we have these. If you didn't like this being bare in here, you could always put something in there, a little sticker or anything. And then our little journaling cards. Now, these are going to be my little closures, but before I put these on, I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. This is kind of bulky, all folded together, so I'll make sure I put enough glue on it to hold it. Try to turn this so I can kind of get it centered. And I'll just hold down on that for a minute. Hope it's straight. Okay, I'm going to grab a baby wipe here and wipe my fingers off real quick. We had some really, really bad storms again last night. Really high winds, pouring down rain, thunder and lightning, thunder and lightning constantly, tornado warnings. Seems like we've been having quite a few storms lately, and that's not good. All right, now on the back of these, I just have the little foam dots. So I'm going to put one there, put one over here, let me see, close to this edge, I guess. And then I'm going to have one back here. I'm going to try to keep them in line. These are pretty sticky, so I don't think I'll have to have any glue. So I'll just stick that on there. Stick this on here. Try to make sure my little letters are going the right way, just like he's going the wrong way. And then I'm going to use this baker's twine for my tie. So actually, I think maybe I'll just put a little glue on the tip of this and stick it down, and then put that, see where I want to put it. I'll just put a little glue down there, put my baker's twine on it. I don't want it to pull off. Okay, that'll help hold that. Then I'll just stick this right over top of it. Make sure I get it on the glue. Hopefully I don't put my head in the way. and that'll help hold that. So before I wrap it, I better just hold it for a minute. This little insert thing was a little bit of a challenge, trying to make sure that I had everything for it, but a lot of fun. I really, really enjoyed this. Okay, now I'll just hold on to that while I'm doing it. We can just bring this around. Bring this around. I don't know if she wrapped this twice or not. Seems like that's an awful lot of string. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna go around that back one twice. We'll just go around that back one once. So I think we'll just go around this one. And then we'll just get a little extra and I'll cut it off. And hopefully that's enough. I think it should ought to be. So we'll just go that way, or maybe I should go around it, and then around it, and then back up and around. We'll just do something like that. And there we go, and that's that page. Now we'll move on to the, guess we could call it the third page or the third part. Actually the second page, because the other thing was the front cover. Had to have all of my parts paper clipped together so I could keep up with them. And I thought all this went together good with the coffee dyed paper. Went good with the green on the cover. And then with the other paper, I thought it all went good together. There. Now we have a little file folder, and it has lines on it, and it's going to sit up there. And then I have a pocket down here. I just put some of the paper from the cover on here just to dress it up a little bit. I didn't want it to, I don't know, just look stale or something. Yeah, I almost thought I did that one backwards too. That wouldn't be good if I was doing all of this the wrong way. I think I did do it backwards anyway, but that's all right. This can just go up there. I think this was supposed to, yeah, I don't know. That one maybe was supposed to glue down. Maybe I'll have to put something on there to hold it. Okay, and then I'll glue the pocket down. And again, I doubled this paper to make it heavier. Just going to do the 3 sides. Hopefully I'm not off camera. Okay, now this one, I just did some more of that lined paper with some of the notebook paper. I already glued it on. I put a little of that on the back. You can journal on the back of this. And I'm just going to use some more of this as a little tie. See if I can get it through there. And I'll just cut this. I'm just going to pull the threads through. I'm just going to cut them off a little bit so they're not quite so long. And then the green will go with the stripe that's in the envelope and the little file folder. And we can just stick this in there. Let me see. I have to run something down through this to open it a little bit. If anyone would like to share any comments, I sure would like to read them. I like comments. Let's see if this goes down in there like it's supposed to. There we go. Well, that might be just a little too tall, so if you want to open this, you might just have to take your tag out. I might just have to shorten that a little bit for time's sake, though I'm not going to do that right now. So we have that and this on this page. Then over here on this page, we're going to do the coffee dyed paper. Just going to glue it down. Really like this coffee dyed paper. I like creating with it. It's a lot of fun. And then this I'm just going to put in the center. I have glue all over me. Trying to keep all of this stuff up high enough so I'm not off camera. Have to try to remember to raise my voice a little bit. Talk like I'm talking to the person sitting across the table from me. Okay, and then now we have some, I'm going to put notes up here, put little doodles down here. Just another something for you to write on. I think these papers here was out of like a scrapbook kit. Because years ago we scrapbooked. Didn't know anything about journals. Junk journals especially. Well, not journals like this, I guess. But, okay, so there's that page. And we're going to turn it over to the back flap. Just going to add another piece of paper to decorate this up. A couple more little doodle papers on there. think I'll just put this along the edge. See, there I go, trying to whisper to myself. Just put that along the edge. That'll make that look nice. And then we have goals and things to do. I don't think this took as long as what I thought it was going to. Thought maybe it was going to take quite a little time. But I guess it probably helped because I had all of the inking done. Most of the gluing. Can't glue everything. Now I think I have an idea for this. So let me just pause this for a second and I'll be right back. Okay. Now, I think what I'm going to do is just turn this around. And I just took a little piece of the coffee dyed paper, a little piece of the notebook paper, and I'm just going to glue the bottom part of this down. And then this will hold it shut. And then if you want to open it, you just pull it open. When you get ready to close it, you just put it back underneath. And I think that'll hold it just fine. So, let's see. Just put some down there. I have to get it over far enough to catch the top part of the file folder. And that'll work just fine. So that'll hold that down. Let me see if there's anything I can do with this to make it just a little shorter. If I make it shorter, then it's going to cut this part off. I don't know if I want to trim the top of it any, so I think I'll just leave this. For now, maybe later on I can figure out something. So there we have this, the front cover. We have our two journaling tickets, labels, whatever you want to call them. Journaling cards. Then we have this. We'll just unwind this. We have these, just as little fancies. We have these little journaling cards. These little journaling cards. And we can just wind that back up. Go around that, and around that, and then just back up. I guess that's just however you want to close it. And then we have the journaling tag, front and back. I think I might have just got a little too much glue down there because it was supposed to fit. And then we have the little file folder and the little closure. And then these are just little doodle papers, some goals and to-do. And then I guess I really didn't think a whole lot about holding it together. So maybe for right now, we'll just use some of this baker's twine. Wrap it around a couple times. The colors go together good. Let's cut this off. And we can just tie this in a pretty bow. And now hold that together. And I think that turned out really nice. So, hope everyone enjoyed my video. Hopefully it wasn't too long. And I just ask if you liked the video that you'll like, and if you're not subscribed, you'll subscribe to my channel. And I just hope everyone enjoys the rest of their day and come back and see me again when I put up my next video. Thanks a lot. Bye.